Hello everybody and welcome back to Growing My Grandpa, the game where we're, as the name implies, growing Grandpa. We still need to feed him and teach him how to speak. So let's go to the... Hey Grandpa, how you doing? Serve. You examine Grandpa, noting its movements, respiration, and general mood. How do you tell its mood? Oh, his needles are less needly today. Grandpa, is that a needle in your body, or is you just happy to see me? Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. You get the feeling it may be more content and readily cooperative once fed and taught a word or two. Sure. Attempt communication. No response. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I haven't done anything with him. Tutorial before you start. Yes. You will not be prompted again. Yes, I'd like a tutorial. This brief tutorial will go over the basics of feeding Grandpa via induction of your unprotected insula. Grandpa has simulated the production of tooth enamel to mimic a human mouth. It will need to be fed through this in order to properly learn and grow. First, you will need to select an item from the lunchbox. Click on the lunchbox in the bottom right corner. The contents of the lunchbox will be displayed. Select an item from the lunchbox. Doing so will fill your hand with this item. Note that any food can be put back into the lunchbox by clicking on the lunchbox with a full hand. Before Grandpa can be fed, it must judge the food by smell. Hover your hand above Grandpa's olfactory bulbs. If Grandpa is pleased, it will allow you to feed it. Most foods Grandpa will accept. However, getting Grandpa to consume other things requires some culinary deception. When Grandpa is willing to be fed, however, your hand over its mouth and click. Grandpa will then consume the food. That looks like an eye. Or a Roomba. From a top-down perspective, it does kind of look like a Roomba. Good luck! Thanks. Probably need it. Alright, let's feed Grandpa. You approach a small window. Ew! Ew! Lettuce. Where's his nostrils? Is that the nostril? I don't know what's his nostrils. I don't know. Is that it? I genuinely don't know what the... Put it back. Blueberries. Grandpa finds this palatable. Here's some blueberries. The meal appears to have been sufficient. This is gross. Concealed insulation. Unable to detect the unappealing... You know what? Yeah, have fun. Eat the banana. Although quickly consumed, the meal seems to be causing some indigestion. And with a sudden lurch, Grandpa empties its stomach onto the floor. The contents pool together in front of the cage. What? And Grandpa silently slides back to its corner. Feeding summary. Digestible food. Other. Acceptable foods. What? So I didn't feed him properly? You look different. Let's talk. Examine stomach's content. Oh! 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 I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, hell yeah, let's explore then. I have a key. There was a thing in the cabinet that needed a key, right? Not that. You try the safe's key with the lock you found, and it pops open. Hell yeah! A photo of your mother as a young woman. Recognition of the face kicks off as a cascade of emotion and meaning deep within your psyche. I pick up the wallet? Why the photo? I mean, is the photo relevant? I mean, probably, but... Okay, whatever. I have a photo now. Good to know. Grandpa recently emptied its stomach. Yeah, no, that's... I guess he ate someone, otherwise, why else would the key be in his stomach? Hey, Grandpa. Yeah, hungry. I don't like you. Here's some cashews. Why are you indifferent to the cat? No. Stop complaining. What? Really? Alright, how about the battery? Alright, fine. Have the lettuce, I guess. Happy? The meal appears to be sufficient. Moody? Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes towards his favorite spot. Great. So, now let's teach him. Hello, let's teach him... Oh, wait. Would you like to view the tutorial before you start? Yes. This brief tutorial will go over teaching Grandpa pronunciation and vocalization. The vocabulary words you picked will appear in the top left corner, and the bottom right corner will be a pentagon that is divided by 8 sections. The section of the pentagon highlighted briefly, a notification sound will play, and soon another section will be highlighted. You will control a small round icon that sits above the pentagon by using your mouse. The ball is concentrated to the limits of the pentagon. The goal is to keep your icon over the highlighted area and move it as the area changes section around the pentagon. When you hold left click above the correct highlighted area, the icon will start to vibrate along with the stimulated vocal cords, and the current letter of your word will begin to turn red. Keep holding over the highlighted section and adjust your icon as it changes place. Soon the letter will become fully red. After every letter becomes red, Grandpa will proudly pronounce the word to you, and it will be considered learned. Teaching Grandpa these words will accelerate its cognitive development and lead to further breakthroughs in general intelligence. Yes, let's teach him hello. Oh. Whoa, this is... Oh, what the hell? Why are the controls for this so weird? Deep within Grandpa, strange membranes pronate confidently. Maybe you should work on your pronunciation a little, big guy. Having completed the lesson, you take a look back at the vocabulary module card, and the notes they're written by the administrators of the past. General pronunciation comments. Sloppy articulation. Module comments see below. We are already encountering some difficulty as Whiskers subjectively is so much determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influences. It attempts to mimic the thoughts and desires it passively intercepts, and these imitations go on to structure the basis of its identity. Only later in Whiskers' growth cycle does it begin to form an identity, or identities that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet orientated in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all those mixed and muddled together. Because of this, we started with the basics of conversations, greetings, partings, identifying one another, forming questions, etc. It is fortunate Whiskers' current growth, 19 I believe, has developed a mostly accurate human mouth simulation. Although it was a bit of a challenge in the previous growth, as it had failed to develop an adequate organ to act as a human tongue. You step away from the bars and store the module card at the document table. Alright, let's teach Grandpa another word, I guess. Hey, Grandpa. Yeah, let's teach you Grandpa. Your name. Let's These controls are so weird. Like, they are really weird. It's hard to tell, but, like, every time I let go, it just forces it to the middle of the screen. That's just hard to control. It's like... That was better. That was closer. I'll give you that one. Close enough. You get a C+. Good job, bud. Yeah, but I'm, like, constantly fighting against it when I try and teach him stuff. It's kind of annoying. Having completed the lesson, you take a look back at the vocabulary module card and the notes there written by administrators of the past. Grandpa. Family. General pronunciation comments. Usual trouble with articulation. Voice thin, raspy. Possibly underdeveloped larynx. Module comments below. We have done several sessions of what we are calling familiar relation simulations. I and a co-researcher sit in chairs opposite the enclosure. We are wearing the usual mask, and we begin to act out a scene, mostly through improvisation that might roughly resemble a kitchen table conversation between an immediate family. Repeated trials would reveal, although our simulation conversations was purposely vague and unspecific regarding persons and identities. We would only address each other as brother, father, sister, etc. It soon became apparent that the encoded information and associations we unconsciously drawn upon within hearing and speaking those words was being picked up on by Whiskers, and its psi-type field of reception, interpretation of brain-mind events, somatic contents. Whatever the hell that means. My co-researcher William noticed this in a simulation where Whiskers was given a role as a sister, and he as the brother. I was the father. Whiskers began responding to certain prompts with unusual specificity, as well as the general pattern and fibers of speech that continued with unusual consistency. As soon as the simulation ended and we left the enclosure, William let me know that Whiskers was almost certainly drawing from encoded memories of his late sister. Mapping out exactly what regions and centers of neural activities are intercepted by the psi-type field will take extensive neuroimaging that we do not have as site. Currently, we only have less precise portable equipment. However, our experiences so far are eerily in line with folk knowledge and folk explanations regarding the being's access to desires, and we can begin to infer it has access to certain portions of the limbic system and the ventral temporal cortex. It can mind read. You step away from the bars and store the module card at the document table. Explore the basement. Grandpa recently emptied his stomach. Yes, I know that. I looked at his stomach. I already picked up what he had. What do you want from me? I'll double check that I'm not Oh, wait. I just realized I can't cut that because I don't have a blade. I also can't go over there. Sweet. Mom. Oh. Oh. Wait, I can do two at once? That's a thing? Oh my god. Can I do two? Can I give Grandpa a buddy? I can give Grandpa a buddy. Grandpa will never have to be lonely again. Just double check it. I haven't missed anything. Yeah, Grandpa will never have to be lonely again. Oh, God. Go to Grandpa. Attempt to communicate. Offer mother doll. Let's talk first. Grandpa acceds to the request. It approaches the bars and begins to unknit its skin. The inner Grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed. It may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Ask about Wish. Oh, yay. You're gross. Ask about Wish. With a great deal of effort, Grandpa gurgles fragments through its ill-formed lips. Mother, our father, new lives out of the air. The dark, spiny filaments that make up the majority of Grandpa's body begin to oscillate rapidly. The air behind your eyes, I can taste it. Ew. Let's ask about the shell. With a great deal of effort, Grandpa gurgles fragments through its ill-formed lips. Skins in my place. All human skin around me. Give more. Grow more fit. Okay. Biohazard bin. Yep. It fails to produce more than a wet, frustrated spurting noise. Okay. Goodbye. Grandpa silently ascends back into its shell. Uh-huh. Offer mother doll. Grandpa doesn't appear to be interested in the moment. What's the point of the doll? Yeah, what's the point of the doll? Yeah, what's the point of the doll if I can't even use it? He's clearly not interested in it. Maybe that's next week's thing. I'll save. But yeah, let's end the week. Weekly summary. Food acquired. Yep. Documents acquired. Oh, I collected Mom. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to a new conversation topic with Grandpa. Language. Week 3. I hit my lamp. Week 3. Miss Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrienne's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I could only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Miss Richard posited that it was perhaps Adrienne's family moving into their grandpa's property that caused the change. It apparently is out in the country, in a wooded area full of wide open space, and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandpa, Dr. Jacob Hart... There we go. The grandpa's Dr. Hart. There we go. Had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with, and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program he had hand in establishing. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart died in a car accident when driving back from the property one day. Eerily, at almost the exact same time, a grad student who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. Let me guess, his name is William. The property sat in disuse for years as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, the vanquished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Eventually, the case was settled out of court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrienne's mother. Well, obviously, I was not going to relay this whole tragic story to Adrienne, who, for all I know, believes her grandpa to still be living in the basement of his home. Besides, I thought she might already know all this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of a life, or perhaps lives cut short by cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquisitions into her strange fantasies of a semi-sentient ball of skin. When I saw Adrienne, I did not bring up her grandpa, or ask questions about his growth. Adrienne could not stop talking about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusion about her new best friend. Adrienne, maybe we can talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following you exactly.
He's gotten bigger. He has so many whiskers that came out, and I can see them move around when I think about him.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm so happy Grandpa's back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad.
Once again, for what it's worth, I have put down the story she told me as best I could. Adrienne once again told me about growing her grandpa. Is anything in here? Everything is gone. Yes. Yes, it is. Bulbous growth. Has that changed? No, identical. Trash pile. Alright, back to cleaning. A kiwi! Why the hell is there a kiwi in here? And how is it not horribly rotten? Give me the stuff. Alright. everything in there. Ugh. One of these days I'll get in there, I swear. Trash pile, painting. Painting's good. Trash pile. Cleaning up the trash. That looks like an onion. Oh, it's a potato. Never mind. Close enough, though. Picking up the trash. Cleaning the area. Come on, I have to be a responsible adult. How else is my grandpa gonna grow up? Life! Sure. Alright, so that's some words I can teach him now. Cabinet. Who's putting trash in here? I mean, it's not like the trash is growing in the cabinets, right? That can't be what's happening. Hey, Mr. Dolls, how you doing? Hey, guys. Haven't seen you in a while. How's the kids? Barry, let me pick that nose for you. Ah, don't worry, I got you, bud. Thanks. Aw, Steven. I'll just rub your forehead. Good boy. Bottom drawer. Okay. Is there anything else? Wait, there wasn't a bulbous grope here. Bulbous grope. There wasn't a bulb here before, was there? I didn't even uncover that one, okay. Indecision. Okay. Alright. There we go. To be honest, it's kind of hard to see some of the trash, because it sort of, like, blends in a little. Alright, Grandpa, I'm in. Feed Grandpa. 3 acceptable foods. Kitchen corner. Upper shelf. A pear. Lower shelf. A strawberry. Sweet. Potato. Battery. Let's see if we can get him to throw something else up. Alright. I do think I'm probably gonna have to make him throw up. Go to Grandpa. Did he decorate? I think he decorated the room. Hey, good job, bud. You examine Grandpa, noting his movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly, and its skin seems overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. I got one of those. That works too. Feed stomach's contents. Alright. Let's feed Grandpa. Alright. Kiwi. Seems indifferent, but we'll accept it. It's a kiwi. Kiwis are great. Meal appears to be sufficient. You know what? For being a weirdo, you get to eat this. Now throw up. Although, quickly assume the meal seems to be causing indigestion. Empty stomach on the floor. Alrighty. You know what? While I'm here. A brown strawberry. Neutral reaction. Alright, never mind. Do you want the pear? Indifferent. Cashews. God damn it. Alright, fine. Actually, no. Hold up. I want to keep the pear. It's because I can put stuff in it. Alright. Cashews. Step away from the bars. Grandpa silently slides back into its corner. 2 digestible food, 1 other. Oh, it needs 1 more, too. Okay. Noting his movements, respiration, general mood, Grandpa appears content and ready to cooperate. Check this stuff. He's got scissors in here! Why do you have scissors in here? Grandpa, did you get into the stationery again? You know you can't be eating any of that damn stationery. Alright, well, now I have something sharp. It's now possible to look inside. Bulbous growth. It peer into the small opening created by your incision. In the oily cavity, a powerful smell of rot arises, and many small increte beings lay motionless and dead. However, you just barely hear the near silent slithering of something, or maybe it's just your imagination. What on earth am I looking at? What little kid would be willing to dig their hands in here? I've met a lot of weird kids, but none. Ah. Anthropoid remnants, of course! A self-sufficient animal knit together from years of ambient thoughts left to crawl around the basement. Grandpa may enjoy the flesh. Little friends. You know what? I remember a specific warning about don't give him anything that looks alive. So you know what? I'm not tempted to do that. You make a decision with the scissors. Let's look inside. Ugh. Something slithering in here. Hey. Ugh. Hey, where are you, bud? I know you're in here. Come on out. Come on, we'll play games, and I promise not to feed you to Grandpa. Please don't. Ugh. Remnant 2. A self-sufficient animal form knit together. Yikes. Okay, woo. Okay. Yep. Nah, I'm good. You know what? I'm good. Hey, Grandpa, the fuck? That's all I want to say. What the fuck? Okay. Grandpa is beginning to rest and unknits his skin. Thanks, bud. Language. Let's start with the newer ones. Grandpa still struggles somewhat to speak due to its undeveloped tongue, however, mouth and jaw, however, it manages to rasp out an answer. Grandpa is old. My lives were easier before I made myself to speak and before you made clothes to wear and rules to obey. Your grandpa remembers I have learned much in many lies and dares. Keep speaking with me. I love talking with you and learning from you. And it helps your grandpa so much. Soon I will be everything you would like me to be. You're a creepy fuck. Ask about little friends. Struggles to speak. Rasp out and answer. The little ones, they grew like seeds off of my skin. Worms fall off my body, thoughts falling off of me. Dreams put there by others when I was under the ground. I made only very few. Shepherds walked through the grave, and I saw them lusting for their wives, and my skin made their loving faces. I called them out into the darkness with their loved voices. One by one, I took their shapes and their skin and their blood. There was time ago, before stone buildings, before the orders of angels, and words and symbols. I'm sorry, Grandpa is thinking, but there's a little left over from others, too. I'm still so hungry for flesh. Part of me is I would even eat one of them that fell off of me. I can't help it, they grow off of me. They fall off and grow in the dark around me. Goodbye. No, I'm not doing that. You don't get to eat those. Yeah, nah, I'm out. Hell no. Life. Sure, let's teach you a word. Hey, Grandpa, you'll know this one. Life. The thing that I don't want you to take away from me. Wow, that was easy. Even with Grandpa's strange membranes floating. I mean, you got most of the syllables with that. Having completed the lesson, you take a look back at the module card and see what the notes are. Life. At week 3 of growth, 24 whiskers appear to recall some information from a previous growth cycle. We cannot be sure that this was really the case. For all we know, that we interpret it as a recollecting this information was really a drawing somatic context from one of our recollections of it and redeploying it without rationally or without rationality or contextualization. I'm willing to bet it actually remembered, considering it got that info from me, and I didn't know about its previous lives. For the sake of our safety, and for the sake of scientific inquiry, we are attempting to draw out from Whiskers whether it somehow retains knowledge from previous cycles in its morphalic nucleus. We did not think it was possible the nucleus, though complex and incredible in its regenerative abilities, was capable of this, and that the nerve network that grew from it made up the base of Whiskers' mind. And so we are now attempting to ask Whispers as best we can if it has ever died, or what it might remember if it did. You step away from the bars and store the module card at the document table. Great. Great. Let's teach him another word. Let's do that. Teach Grandpa. Indecision. Alrighty. Come on. You can do it, boy. Come on. Believe. Come on, you can do it, bud. I believe. I believe. There we go. Deeper than Grandpa's strange membranes pronated confidently. That's actually pretty good. You're doing pretty well, man. I'll give you a treat next time. Look back at the card. Theory of mind. General pronunciation comments, articulation problems, possible trouble with diphthongs. We are introducing the latest Growth of Whisper to more subtle social cues and testing its ability to judge mental states of participants in conversations. The semantic context that flows to Whiskers via its psi field is still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into conversation, although our intention of instilling it into a solid theory of mind will perhaps make it begin to understand that we do not know what it knows, or know what we are, without our control, sending to it. One would think of a theory of mind seems to develop as part of its maturation process. In order to hunt sapient beings, it must be able to deceive them. In order to deceive, it must be able to make certain metacognitive judgments. For example, if there is deception appears to be working, or how one ought to be deceived. We may never see it develop a theory of mind anytime soon, as Dr. Hart has disallowed a cycle of Whiskers growing to live into the beginnings of maturity. You step away from the bars and store the module card at the document table. Great. Did I actually check out the study corner? I'm not sure I did. Yep, no posters. File cabinets. Yeah, no, I don't think I've been in here. What's in here? That's not trash. Really? Looks just like the other trash. Alrighty. Next drawer. What's in here? I see a barcode. Damn, I clicked out of the game. There we go. Oh, that one didn't even... Okay, is there any more... These are all the same. I haven't offered the mother to it. Attempt to communicate. Biohazard bin. It didn't answer before about that, so... They kept putting me in a box, sleeping, and then set a light. Then in the box, I put a box in the corner in the darkness. Most of you couldn't read then. The scribe came and wrote what everyone said. They wrote on the stripes of bark within the needs. No, it was not that. It was a paper poster somewhere. It has words to open the box. I was half dead in the box. Part of me that dies was put there for a long time. That part of me, and other things they threw in, a refuse pile, papers they discarded. Okay. Wish. Do you have anything more on wish? Hunger is not enough on the walls of the cave. The Oroch can be hunger transformed. Desire is fulfilled by pain. Your grandpa doesn't have the right words. Right now, I can only say, I love you. Love is not enough, though. Desire is not enough. Project it outwards. Make it true to yourself, if only in the symbol. Then it will be enough. For me and for you. Not sure I trust you, but sure. Something to grow in. My skin is not the doll's skin. My skin is not like your skin either. I can still feel your eyes on me inside my shell. I have many eyes to see, but I don't need them as much as I need your eyes, with which I can understand as seeing me. There's a cycle of attention. You give me myself, but I'm still not that. Slowly I form a human shape, and you see me more as human, and I become that. You can't see yourself? Unless I'm seeing you. Huh. Interesting. Just confirm you didn't... Yeah, okay. Offer Mother Doll. Really? I need to feed you. Yeah, What are you... Yep. Excited. No, I'm good. You don't get it. No. No, you do not get meat. I refuse. No meat. No meat. I'm good. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and looks me towards the corner. Yep. I am not giving you meat. You just do not care for the doll, do you? You do not care. Not at all. Pear. Unappealing item. I don't have any unappealing items, this thing. I don't know anymore. Yeah, I just don't want to give you meat. I got specifically given instructions to not do that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, end the week. Weekly summary. Food acquired. Documents acquired. Week 4. The time I have to spend compiling an evaluation on Adrene is almost up, and I still can't say what to make of her changes in mood. It is, of course, the case that children of Adrene's age are nowhere near finished learning and growing. I may have to simply be happy with Adrene, happy that Adrene was able to improve her attitude. However, something as odd and occasionally grotesque stories she continues to bring up to me still strike me as meaningful. How has your week been, Adrene?
Grandpa is almost ready. He's almost finished. Well, sort of. He's almost as big as this shell now. He has a face, and he can talk pretty well, and almost has legs.
I see. As before, I have put down the story she told me as best I could. Once again, Adrene told me about growing her grandpa. Alright. I think that's enough for now, though. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please check out some of my other stuff. And if you can, leave your support and likes, comments, all that nice stuff below, as it encourages me to do more stuff like this. Also, if you can, recommend stuff for me to play. I'm always looking for new things, and I appreciate getting any, offers or ideas. That being said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See ya!